So welcome to another episode of FIFA History. Today we are taking a look at FIFA 22. This time it's in 2025. This was the first FIFA game to bring in hypermotion technology. Ronaldo was playing at Manchester United, and this game did come out in 2021, so it's been a couple of years, and today we're coming back to see what it was like. In terms of reviews, this game got a 7 out of 10 from IGN, 4 out of 5 from NME, 8.5 out of 10 from Well Played, and a 2.3 star rating out of 6,000 ratings almost on Google. If you enjoy the video, please leave a like for me and make sure you subscribe for more FIFA history videos. I don't know if you remember this, maybe some of yous will, but FIFA 22 had this opening cinematic when you loaded up the game for the first time. It basically threw you into this sort of mini movie, which went for about 20 minutes, and you could also participate through some little gameplay moments here and there as well. You had players like David Beckham there, you met him in a hotel. I believe we're in the city of Paris, and basically there's a Champions League game that's going to happen at night that you attend. But before that, you're running around the city with some sort of free roam gameplay as well. There's also Eric Cantona that gets featured in one of the cutscenes. He's feeding some birds. We have to follow Lisa here, and you get to play around Paris with a ball. Look at that. After that, we end up in another part of the city where we're just passing it around. Apparently, you have to complete 15 passes for no reason in the middle of Paris. Not sure why. Looks like we're in the Paris Stadium now, and we've got the agent there who says there's a kit waiting for you in the dressing room, and when you're ready, I'll meet you in the tunnel. So eventually you end up walking out onto the PSG ground. Then we've got Thierry Henry that turns up, but Mbappe's there as well for some reason, and he starts talking to Henry. You end up doing some training drills with Mbappe. So yeah, I'm not sure if this was like a trial or something. Henry gets involved as well. You get to have a kick around with him, do some of the drills. Henry says that we have a bright future ahead, and now we end up in some sort of team shop where we can get a suit for our guy. Son's there. I don't know what he's doing there, but he must have transferred to PSG. And then we select a suit for our guy, and the shop assistant there helps us out. And then he gives us a ticket to the game, and we end up in one of the box suites with some other celebrities. I think that's Anthony Joshua there. And then we've also got Lewis Hamilton that just turns up. And then we've got the game that starts. Beckham's there watching it with us. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was worth revisiting once again. In some sad news, EA has shut the FIFA 22 servers. Last year the servers were still open, so it must have been done pretty recently. If you go to play FIFA 22 now, it says, sorry, it appears the EA servers are currently down. We are working to address the problem. No, you're not. Why would you put we are working to address the problem when the game servers have been shut forever? That is a lie. Please try again later. Don't even waste your time trying again later. It's not coming back. For additional information, please see EA.com. So yeah, the servers are gone. You cannot play online, but of course we can still play offline. This is the FIFA 22 main menu. Does it bring back the memories for you? It's a little bit different to what we have these days, but you had this main row here. This one was just basically like trailers and news. And then we have the kickoff tile. We have continue career mode, play tile, and also customize. And then we have the accessibility settings. Besides the customization, everything was pretty much tucked behind the play tile there. So once you clicked on that, you could explore quick play modes, Volta Football, Ultimate Team, Career Mode, Pro Clubs, and then Seasons. These days you can't play Ultimate Team or Seasons or Pro Clubs. Pretty much we're stuck with the offline stuff. So we'll go into quick play modes, and you can do kickoff, online friendlies, tournament mode, skill games, practice arena, and welcome to FIFA, which was what we took a look at the start of the video. Let's take a look at this FIFA soundtrack. Did you have a favorite song from FIFA 22 soundtrack? Let me know. We'll just quickly go through it. And so far I haven't seen one song that I recognize. Still don't recognize one song. Yeah, I do not recognize any songs here. Maybe if I listen to one, I might recognize it, but in terms of names, I don't remember any of them. Maybe the Volta tracks was better because this game did feature a separate soundtrack for the Volta side of the gameplay. Let's quickly go down here, and I do not see anything that I know. I guess the only song that I might know is Love Me Again by John Newman, the Vice remix. That was in the Volta soundtrack. Everyone remembers this song from FIFA 14, but the Volta soundtrack was bigger than the main soundtrack for sure. Let's take a look at the practice arena now, and we have Ronaldo playing at Manchester United. I guess that's my favourite part of FIFA 22. It was using Ronaldo at Manchester United. That was a lot of fun, especially in career mode. This FIFA 22 practice arena was pretty bad as well. It had no features. If I press the start button, it just says select sides and edit. There's no creator set piece, no practice match, none of those kinds of features. Very, very boring. The only thing you could do was practice your set pieces, your penalties, or you could be the goalkeeper. So, as you can see here, even the set pieces were not very good. Look at that camera angle. There's no wall, so it doesn't really help when you're trying to practice those. This was the first game to feature hypermotion as well, so if you played FIFA 21 and then you moved over to FIFA 22, you might have seen more animations, maybe different gameplay as well. I guess Hypermotion has made a little bit of a difference. Some people don't like it, but this was the first game that brought those kinds of features in. Anyway, the best thing to do in the FIFA 22 practice arena is hit the exit button and get out of there as soon as possible. Let's take a look at a game mode that no longer really exists, Volta Football. This was in FIFA 22. Unfortunately, if you click this tile, you need the servers, which don't work anymore, so we can't access that. But if we go to quick play and we go to kickoff, we can still enjoy whatever's left of Volta Football. We can do a single match or house rules, and we had a few different match types as well. You can only do 3v3 in FC25 these days, I believe, and they don't even call it Volta Football anymore, so that name is gone. They'll probably bring it back in 10 years time anyway and call it a new feature. I remember in FIFA 22, EA improved the gameplay for Volta to make it more quicker and more arcade-like, a little bit more flair. And I do notice that the game speed is pretty quick in this one compared to the older FIFA games. But still, it was a mode that not many people played, I believe. I don't think people miss it that much. And it's weird because I did like FIFA Street games, but for some reason, Volta just didn't catch on. So we're going to take a look at Player Career Mode next, and then we'll take a look at Manager Career Mode. The first thing they brought in was the attributes. So now you could use skill points and unlock different attributes, and I think there was archetypes as well. So yeah, there was artist archetype. Each one had their own archetype, like the shooting one had sniper archetype. So that's what you could work towards in the game. Then there was also the perks system, which would give you a different boost for different sort of things in the gameplay. And then we go into the menus here, and as you can see, there's no activities to do. It's the old sort of menu design as well. There was training for your player as well, and you could do different drills there. It affected your manager rating, which is at the top left there, so that was a new thing as well. You could start on the bench or in the reserves. You do have this growth tile as well, and then there's your standard My Pro section, and also the season tab there. It could have been the first ever FIFA Player Career Mode where you could start on the bench and then come on during the gameplay. But yeah, there was also this match objectives tile, which was new at the time as well. And then after the game, you had these locker room cutscenes, and you could see your summary after the game, your growth summary and objective summary as well. This was a new feature that they did at the time in FIFA 22. Let's move on to Manager Career Mode. There was one major change to Manager Career Mode. FIFA 22 was the first career mode to give us the option of creating our own club. So back then, you could only do your home kit and away kit. There was no goalkeeper kit, but you did have your crest and stadium features there. You could set up a squad here, but there was no ability to actually edit individual players like we can these days. This was also a new cutscene that was introduced in FIFA 22 at the start, when your manager would walk out. If we take a look at the menus, as you can see, it's sort of that old school career mode menu look from the older FIFA games. You had your news section, the development feature, the weekly schedules. The fundamentals did not change here. It was pretty much FIFA 21 career mode, but with Create a Club now. So there's really nothing to talk about here in terms of features that were new, besides maybe one of the things here where you could manage your interruptions. So you could now stop or bypass emails and training days. Another thing that was new this year was the UEFA Europa Conference League. So this was the first game to introduce this tournament as well. FIFA 22 brought this nice gameplay feature in. So when you're playing career mode or any match and your team is getting smashed or you're smashing a team, the home crowd will start to leave early. Alright, here we go. Champions League action. Manchester United versus Manchester City. And it's only been a couple of years since FIFA 22 came out. So obviously this game was built for next-gen platforms as well. And it's got the Hypermotion technology. It's got the Frostbite engine. So obviously things are going to look very similar to FC25. It's not an ugly looking game, holds up pretty well. It's pretty much the same technology as what we have today. I don't know if this was classified as one of those lockdown games. Maybe some people could have been in lockdown still when it first came out. Pogba to Dalot. Looking for Ronaldo, back post, we found him. It's got to be a goal. Oh, how did he miss? Wow. 91 overall, Ronaldo fluffs the shot. No, he should have done much better there. Oh, it was a corner. Okay, fair enough. Pogba. Over the top to Maguire. We found him. And Maguire scores a goal. Here's Ronaldo. Goes through the gap. Well done by Cristiano Ronaldo. Still 91 overall in this game, so he's going to perform pretty well. Here's Ronaldo. Shoots from distance. And it goes way over. The gameplay feels alright today, you know. I can't really fault it. I'm having a bit of fun. It's not the hardest difficulty today. I've learnt my lesson. Don't really remember what was wrong with FIFA 22. Maybe online ruined this game, as usual. Ronaldo back to Sancho. Cross goal to Rashford. And there's the second goal. Grealish. What can he do from there? He whips it in. Oh, it falls back to Sterling and it's a goal. Out of nothing. FIFA 22 is not really that old, so the graphics are fine. It feels like a modern FIFA, you know. It was meant for the PS5 as well, so it was definitely fun to come back. Nice to see Ronaldo in a United kit once again. Thank you to my Vapex FC channel members, Chris, Callum Wing, Duffy Boy and Christian. If you want your name here, make sure you sign up using the link in the description. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like for me, make sure you subscribe for more episodes, and hit the thumbnail in the middle to watch another FC25 video.